Before we dive in, please take a minute and check out the link you see on your screen right now from the Motley Fool, fool.com/Frankel. You can get the top 10 stocks to buy right now for free from the Motley Fool. It is the best way to support this work I'm doing on YouTube. Again, fool.com/Frankel, and I'll put that link in the description as well. All right, so here's what happened. So we recently learned that Berkshire Hathaway resumed share buybacks on March 4th. It's the first time they've done it since May 2024. So they essentially took a 2-year pause on buybacks. And not only that, but Greg Abel, the new CEO who took over for Warren Buffett, personally bought $15 million in Berkshire stock, which is equal to roughly his entire after-tax salary. He said he did consult with Warren Buffett before he started buying back shares, and he plans to invest his full salary in Berkshire every year he leads the company going forward. That could be quite a while. So Buffett ramped up buybacks in 2020 to 2021 as he thought the company was overvalued, clearly. No repurchases occurred in the 18 months before he handed over the CEO role to Greg Abel. And Berkshire made zero buybacks, none at all, throughout 2025, even as its cash pile, it reached $380 billion at one point. Now it sits at about 373. So the question is Berkshire stock cheaper now, or did new leadership just want to really put their stamp on what's going on here? So if you're not familiar, Berkshire's buyback plan only allows them to buy back stock when leadership believes that shares trade below what is a conservatively estimated value of what the company is actually worth. There's no fixed dollar target. Essentially, Greg Abel and Warren Buffett have to both agree that it's a good idea. So unlike with typical corporate buybacks that have like a set amount they need to buy back and things like that, this is really a statement that the stock is undervalued in the eyes of Berkshire's management. So more meaningful, Berkshire really is careful with its capital. So for them to believe that their stock is a great value for shareholders really says a lot. So Greg Abel is, again, new CEO. He's taking over at a period where Berkshire Hathaway lagged the S&P 500 significantly by 30 percentage points in the 10 months since Buffett announced retirement. That happened last May. He said absolute alignment with shareholders is critical. This is what he just said in connection with the buyback. So it is a skin in the game signal for him to invest his whole salary in Berkshire. He already owns a lot of Berkshire, so he's adding significantly to his stake. So it's really a unique kind of arrangement there. Berkshire does have 300, or at least going into this year, they did have $373 billion of cash on their balance sheet, which begs a question that, what are they going to do with it? Are buybacks really going to consume a significant amount of that? The cash hoard got to where it is because Warren Buffett couldn't find attractive opportunities to put money to work. So buybacks could be one of the ways. I don't think it's going to be a major driver of putting that capital to work. But Greg Abel does see that as the best use of cash right now, obviously, because we'll get the first quarter numbers in a couple months. But as far as we know, he's not making giant open market stock purchases of other companies. He sees Berkshire as a really attractive investment right now. So here's just what it means for investors. And I agree with this research note that called the buybacks a positive signal. But really, Berkshire's underlying fundamentals do leave something to be desired, especially within its operating businesses. Geico, for example, is lagging behind its peers in several metrics. So the company does still have a lot of cash, more than it could reasonably use on buybacks sitting on the sidelines. It needs to find something to do with that. So it's not just a complete buy signal. It is a nice vote of confidence, but we do want to see whether the buybacks are sustained, and whether or not Abel can find opportunities outside of Berkshire's own stock, whether acquisitions, open market purchases, whatever, to put that money to work. So that's really where things stand with Berkshire right now and the buyback. I'd love to hear what you think. Please leave me any comments you have on it. I read all of them individually, and thanks for watching. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with the Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beaten the market by more than 5 times. Go to fool.com/Frankel to get your 10 stock picks now. The Motley Fool Stock Advisor returns are 983% as of December 30th, 2025, and are measured against the S&P 500 returns of 195% as of December 30th, 2025.